Hello YouTubers, this is Herm Says Play to Win, back with another War Thunder Ground Forces Simulator Special Event Battle. So this is a battle from an ongoing mixed simulator battle event. What's special about this event is that there are no minimap markers to indicate either enemy or friendly vehicles. And so this event definitely puts a premium on using your eyeballs to visually ID enemies and friendlies. So apparently you do get markers for people who are in the same squad as you, so if you squad up with some of your buddies, then you'll be able to see where they are on the minimap. So I think that's a subtle way to get people to squad up with one another. Okay, so we are on the Eastern Europe map, playing in domination mode, which has 3 capture points. And I am obviously in the Tiger one. So I didn't really help myself by knocking down that tree right there, but oh well. Okay, so we've got an assortment of T-34s. Now these guys in the T-34s are not positioning themselves particularly well. I mean, they're just sitting out in the open as I kill a T-34-85 by a shot through its turret ring. Next target I shoot at is an IS-1. So if you hit the IS-1 just right in the flat part of its gun mantlet, you can do a lot of damage. The rest of its armor scheme can be pretty troll, however. So I'm trying to walk my shots up to the gun mantlet. So I decided actually to switch targets to the T-34s because those can be taken out of the engagement quicker. So looks like that T-34 was already knocked out. Okay, back to the IS-1. Okay, hitting the top of the mantlet, which bounces off. And hit the edge of the mantlet. On target. Hit the turret. Okay, so at last I penetrate the flat part of the mantlet, and at nearly the same instant, the IS-1 gets taken out by a friendly TD. So pushing toward point C here, and I was a bit too eager to do that because there's an enemy T-34-85 that just popped up, and unfortunately it brought its gun to bear faster than I could. Knocked out both of my gun drives, knocked out my gunner, So this T-3485 was shooting APCR, which has better penetration, but has lower damage potential. So unlike the situation in World of Tanks where APCR has better penetration and has the same exact damage potential as armor piercing. So I'm kind of in a bad way here. I'm trying to bring the gun to bear to take one more shot at this T-34 before I stop to repair. And I miss anyway, blow out my gun barrel. So I have no choice but to repair right now, but at least in the Tiger 1 you can tank some damage for your team, which is what I'm gonna do here. Okay, T-34 gets taken out. Yeah, so I tanked a good 5-6 shots.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
So from the T-34 and also from a KB-1.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Yeah, so at this point the enemy team controls 2 of the cap points, so we need to get back in the game here. Do something about this situation. As I wait for the repair to get done here. It's kind of bad getting stuck out here in the open, no cover, vulnerable to air attack. Okay, everything's magically repaired. Magical new gun barrel. So because there are no markers in the minimap, this mode definitely places a premium on maintaining situational awareness. And previously, it's possible to use the minimap as a crutch. In fact, the way that I drove simulator battles is by just looking at the minimap every couple of seconds to see if any contacts pop up. And as soon as a contact does pop up, then immediately I bring the vehicle and the gun in that direction to engage the threat. Now, because there are no minimap markers, I need to be constantly looking around to see if I detect any movement, any muzzle flashes, any structures or trees being knocked down, anything that could indicate the presence of an enemy vehicle. The other thing that I've found it's important to maintain is fire discipline, because you need to visually identify a vehicle as friendly or enemy before you open fire, because if you just fire at anything, any vehicle that you see without first doing the visual ID, you can end up killing a friendly, and obviously that would not be a good thing. Okay, so making my way towards cap point A. As we look at some rendering glitches. Yeah, so the The Jagdpanzer 4s have gone ahead of me. I couldn't keep up with them. But what I am going to do is take up a supporting position here. Since there's already a friendly capping point A, there's no reason for me to rush there. Because by the time I get there, the point will be capped anyway. So I figure the best thing I can do is to provide support by looking at possible approaches to point A and engaging enemies that pop up. And need to be careful to look all around me to make sure an enemy doesn't sneak up behind me. Look all around again. Okay, our team is capturing point B. And I see a muzzle flash. Bringing the gun to bear, zoom in, T-34. Weapons free. Okay, and then there's another rendering glitch here. Fortunately, though, I do manage to knock out this T-34. Yeah, it's funny, this is the first time I've encountered this sort of graphical glitch while playing on Linux. Okay, we've got all 3 points now. So just keeping Overwatch. Hostile team is capturing point A. Figure I should go investigate. So, a bit indecisive here. Yeah. So back up. Decide to head to A, since it doesn't look like any friendlies are dealing with the situation. So I need to go recapture A. Okay, so I'm just driving over the bridge to point A. So the situation is in hand. When all of a sudden an enemy fighter drops in, literally. So I don't know how this friendly TD managed to survive that explosion, but he did somehow. And I pop over and I notice enemy Su-152. And take him out with one shot by shooting him through the front armor. And pretty much that's it for this game. So 4 kills, not bad. I really like this mode. This event mode, that is, because I've found that having a lack of minimap markers really forces players to cooperate with one another, because if you're just gonna lone wolf, then a lot of times you're gonna end up being vulnerable because you can't have eyes all around you all the time. I mean, you can be scanning for enemy threats, but you're not going to catch everything that's coming at you. So if you run with a group of friendly vehicles, then they can watch your back and you can watch their back. So I like that about this mode. What I don't like is the fact that they haven't disabled the hit cam. It's a very unrealistic feature, and it unfairly gives the shooter information about where to aim. But all in all, I think this event mode is a big step, an important step in the right direction in the evolution of this game. So I think it's great. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next one.